Hi everyone, Matt here, Simply Strength. So this week I had my very first research papers accepted for publication, one as a co-author and one as a lead author. Whilst I am ecstatic about making a contribution to the existing knowledge in my area, I'm equally pleased that I have left some tangible evidence that I ever existed on this planet. You see, these articles will forever be searchable. They're indexed in a number of databases, they can be printed and kept for posterity. There are hard copies of these journals all over the world. It's similar in a way to publishing a book or music album, in that a tactile record of one's intellectual and creative work can be produced. As happy as I am about this, I'm hungry for more, to be prolific and give the absolute best account of myself, as I know I'm only here the once. I also strive to become successful in other ways, including financially. It's not about being greedy though, you understand. It's just that money allows you to have the freedom that we all deserve as human beings. It allows you to travel, see the world, be free of wage slavery, to invest, to donate to causes of your choosing, and innumerable other things. The list is pretty endless. I was contemplating this notion not too long ago and concocted an overall philosophy that I now live my life by. Picture yourself at this moment in time and visualize where you want to be. My top tip is this. What would your Wikipedia article ideally say about you? Assuming that it's accurate, of course. Here you have a flattering picture of yourself with your date of birth, residence, nationality and so on. Would it say that you're a businessman, investor, musician, athlete, bodybuilder, coach, doctor, physicist, biologist, or a combination of a multitude of factors? How big would your body of work be? If you were a musician, say, how many albums would you have? Would you be a flash in the pan with 2 hits, or an undying mammoth, compiling an entire catalogue of albums over a long and productive career? The reason I say this is because for a lot of people, their main achievement in life, the only thing that their eponymous Wikipedia article would say upon their death, is that they were married, had children, spent their entire life at the same company, on pretty much minimum wage money, and then died. By contrast, some of the greatest minds have lived on after their death. Geniuses such as Newton, Da Vinci, Tesla, Michelangelo and so on. I mean, we're still listening to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony some 207 years after it was first performed. Do you think they'll be able to say that about some of the modern drivel that gets released? The problem I have with the unfulfilled, stunted type of existence, and this is my opinion now, I understand that some are happy with this kind of life, it's that it uses so little of one's true inner potential. Most people choose to settle down, some too soon, in their late teens and early 20s, trap themselves into wage slavery, and destroy their chances of escape with marriage and children. If you do these things, you make it intensely harder to end up where you truly want to be. There are always exceptions, of that there is no doubt. But in all honesty, you make the task so much more difficult. If you want a change of career and decide to start your own business, how do you find the capital if you can only just afford the mortgage or rent, food, bills, baby clothes, nappies, and so on each month? The child has to come first. They must come first. Now, in my opinion, there are enough people, too many in fact, having children around the world, that people like me, who don't desire to have kids, can feel comfortable that the human race won't die out anytime soon. I know, as Stefan Molyneux has said, that the right people are not having kids in any desirable quantity, and it is to some extent the dysfunctional, careless and lecherous people breeding that will ultimately hinder our future as a species. I accept that, but I believe that I have more power to change humanity with ideas, creativity and hard work than by siring a few children. I also think that if you truly don't want kids, you should not be forced or trapped into having them, because it's not only cruel on you, it's also extremely cruel for the child. With these ideas in mind, MGTOW is the potent lifestyle that can truly help you actualize and achieve your goals. However, like anything, you have to use it. If you want to sit around playing video games all day, that's absolutely fine. I'm a hardcore gamer myself. But why not use that time fully and siphon some of it away to develop yourself? I like to refer to MGTOW as a force multiplier that dramatically increases the potential for success. For instance, These 2 articles I've worked on, the work on them was all done in my own time, such that I could further my experience and build my academic profile. I'd get in from work at about 7 p.m, and then continue drafting the manuscripts and analysing data long into the early hours on top of my day job. Now, if I had a living girlfriend, this would likely have been difficult. If I was married with children, it wouldn't have been nigh on impossible. Therefore, as I am nomadic in a sense, and live alone, I was able to get in, cook some good food, make a cup of tea and get straight back to work. I didn't see it as work necessarily, I saw it more as a vocation. It also helps that I have a great passion, a thirst if you will, for knowledge and development as opposed to pursuing women, and I know that a lot of you out there are moving towards this particular paradigm or currently share it. I'd like you to think about that theoretical Wikipedia article and contemplate whether you are serious about making it a reality. In all seriousness though, we can't all be Nikola Tesla, Leonardo da Vinci, Nietzsche, Newton or Michelangelo, but we can optimise our lives as much as possible through best practice and strive to be polymathic throughout our short time on this planet. So many people choose to accept their failure in a sense, and then go about living their lives through their children. I've seen this happen firsthand, and it can be a colossal disaster, with the child feeling pressured at every turn and having absolutely zero self-determination. Their life is completely planned for them, and often they are never given the chance to learn for themselves. In summary, live your life for you, channel your energy, skills and knowledge into your passions and formulate your legacy. Develop yourself in all aspects, and I would strongly urge you to consider a phantom Wikipedia article. Type it up when you finish watching this video. What would it say? Who would you be? If you truly want to actualize it and become that person, start working towards it now, and you won't regret it. As always, thanks for listening and engaging with my content. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, take care.